Hey now, Adam Reiver, fu-tone.com in our Less Crappy video series. Today I'm going to do the Ibanez Edge III bridge. I'm going to show you how to do the install with it, and we'll also use this video as an A/B for before-after testing. Brand new to me. Ibanez RG series guitar, stock. Just put new strings on it. Let's take a listen. Sounds pretty good to begin with. Let's do the install. Okay, here we go. Ibanez Edge III big block install. First thing I'm going to do is remove the strings. I just loosened them. If you have new strings on and you want to keep them, and for the sake of this demo, I'm going to keep the same strings. Sometimes I like to just wrap a little piece of tape like that. Pop the strings out. Tighten these string lock screws back up a touch so you don't lose the little ins. Now to get the Edge III out, you have the spring retainer bar here, which we're not going to use on the new bridge, on the new block, because you don't need it. Use your fu-tone.com spring hook tool. Pop your springs off. Set those aside, pick your guitar up, bridge is out. Taking apart the Edge III and putting it back together is a little more intricate than some of the other bridges, but still very simple. So I'm going to show you what to do. First thing I do is I raise up the fine tuners a touch. 2.5 millimeter wrench. I'm going to loosen the saddle mounting screw. I'm going to slide the saddle backwards. Take it out like so. Saddle mounting screw loosen, slide back, move forward. Now for the screws that are set back further, you're going to take the screw all the way out. Don't lose the little washer on there. Set the screw aside. Take the saddle off. Keep your saddles in order because they create your radius. Now these 6 screws are holding the base plate to the block. The base plate's going to come apart in 2 pieces. Don't panic. Not a big deal. We're going to remove these 6 screws. Here's how your base plate's going to come apart. Front half, back half. Little tension guy from underneath, and the block. Now this is a key part. What we're going to do here is we're going to take this little screw, one of these, sometimes there's 2 of them in here, you're only going to need 1, and this plastic insert, and you're going to move them all to your new block. So first thing I'm going to do is remove that little tiny set screw, this bottom arm height screw and spring. Once I remove the set screws and the bottom screw, I'm going to take out this little plastic insert. Do not lose it. This guy is important. Set this aside. I don't know what good that is. Here's your new block, the real deal. You're going to drop the plastic back in, that same hole. Put the arm height screw and spring in the bottom, and then take one of the set screws and put it in to just get snug on the plastic. Now we're going to put the bridge back together. Pretty simple, same path that we came apart with. So you can try it with one hand, you could worm it all together. I like to do it like this. I get it all lined up, like so. Drop in one screw in this corner. Don't tighten it all the way yet. Drop in one screw in this corner. And now I'm just going to fill in the blanks. All 6 are in. Tighten them up. Then we're going to put our saddles back on in the same order they came off in. First I slide the foot under the fine tuner, then bring it back. Oh, there's little washers on here. Make sure your washers stay towards the top of the screw. Now in the beginning, I usually take a photo of where these saddles were, and I go right back to the same spot, even though I'm going to intonate this again. This one I'll do from memory because I do a few of these. Like I said, it doesn't matter, you're going to intonate this. Give it a medium clamp down. Don't over tighten it yet. Looks good to me. Your bridge is rebuilt. Here's how I like to reinstall this. Drop the bridge back into place. Kind of hold it there. And flip the guitar over. I back the claw out a little bit at first. I'm going to show you a couple different claw tricks. And I'm going to going to install the red noiseless springs, the heavy duty spring hook pull tool. Drop it right in there. Give it a little flip. Now I'm going to reinsert my strings. If you don't have one of these T-handle wrenches, I suggest you pick one up at fu-tone.com in the Tech Tools section. Okay, strings are back in, bridges on the posts, got a little bit of tension on the strings. Here's where we're going to block the bridge, intonate and set up the bridge, and refloat the bridge. This is where everyone runs into a problem, and I'm going to show you how to do it in a really, really easy way. So the first thing I want to do is block the bridge level to the body so it's not pulling up. So if I come in the back of the guitar here, and I look in this little part of the cavity right here, how much room do I have to block? And what can I block with? So I usually look for stuff. I use guitar picks, tools, wrenches. So if I put this guy right in here like this, now I'm blocked. Let's see if I'm level to the body. I like that. So I'm blocked, level to the body. Next step. I'm going to add lots of extra tension. Don't worry, we're going to change it. This is just for the setup. Okay, now obviously if I put the guitar down flat, this is going to move or get pushed out. So for the sake of this video, what I'll do is I'm going to take this towel and just ramp the guitar just like that. So my block is stable, that bridge is not moving. I'm going to set my fine tuners on the bridge right around 50%. So I have a little room both ways. Next step, we're going to tune, intonate, and retune the guitar. So let's grab our Peterson Strobo Plus HD tuner, also available at fu-tone.com. I'm going to keep checking that this bridge isn't moving. If it moved off of your block, reblock it, retighten it, even throw an extra spring on if you have to keep it level to the body and stable. Let's intonate. I know I've showed you this before, but we'll do it again. So you tune the string open, you hit the 12th harmonic of that string, then the fretted note of that string. The difference between the fretted note and the harmonic will tell you which way to move your saddle. If the fretted note is sharper, you move the saddle away from the nut. If the fretted note is flatter, you move it towards the nut. So I'll do the E string, and then you'll do them all. Open, 12th harmonic, fretted 12th, a hair flat. I'm going to loosen tension on the E string. I'm going to loosen the saddle mounting screw. I'm going to nudge the saddle forward. This was really close. I moved it about 1 millimeter. I'm going to tie the saddle back down. I'm going to retune the E string to E. Twelfth harmonic, fretted note. Reads the same. The E string is intonated. Do that to all 6 strings. All 6 strings are intonated. I lock the nut. I fine tune at the bridge. The guitar is in tune, intonated, and blocked. Here comes the refloat. Don't panic. I keep saying that today. Don't panic is the new catchphrase. I'm going to remove the block, meaning the little wrench from the back of the guitar, and everything is going to go sharp. And how do I know that? Because I had extra tension, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to adjust the spring tension by holding this here. I'm going to pluck the A string with my finger and follow my tuner back to A. I'm going to go between the 2 screws here, letting the claw out. When my A string is in tune, it's back to where we were blocked, which was level to the body. There's A sharp coming into the field. Watch the tuner, turn your screwdriver. And that's where we were. You're refloated. Give it a slight tune. You should be good. Pretty good. Let's give it a listen. See how we did. Okay, let's take a listen. See how it came out. I could just let that go for a while. Let's hear the clean. Tons more definition, tons more sustain. It's like the notes all sit where they're supposed to. Instead of mushing together, they kind of sing together. The chords are more pronounced, more defined. Obviously, the sustain is much more. Check it out, fu-tone.com, Ibanez Edge III, big block install.